What's going on, friends, foes, and who knows? It's the 502 coming at you, and we got stuff to talk about.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Very nice. Good job.
All right, everybody. We got another SMSU Athlete Spotlight. This is the second one of the week for us. We're hammering these out for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We got Courtenay on the podcast, member of the tennis team here at SMSU. We're going to be doing our normal stuff, normal questions. We're going to dive right into it. Do you want me to fire away first?
Sure. Lead it off.
Okay.
Lead it off.
All right. In the world of tennis, favorite player. We'll start with an easy one.
All right, Novak Djokovic.
Okay, Novak. Okay.
That's one I know.
Yeah.
That is one I know.
I was always a Federer guy, for sure.
Really?
One-handed backhand. Yes, Federer, absolutely.
Yeah, me and you got an argument.
Federer's probably 41 now, isn't he?
Yeah, I think around. He's pretty old, but I think he's about done.
I don't know. Is that weird for tennis players to...
I mean, he's getting on the older side. Like, he's getting injured and stuff.
What would you say? Like, I would say football decline. It's probably right. Depends on the position. It's probably right around 35. People start
football
going down. Do you think 33?
Running backs. Yeah, running backs are going down by 32. It seems like.
Would you say? Where would you say tennis? Like when people kind of peak.
I don't know. I guess it just depends on the person. Tennis is a lot less like physical on the body. I mean, it's like physical, but you're not like getting injured as much, like slamming into things like football. So you can still be really fit at 40 and do it. But I would say 35 probably would be in decline too.
I feel like tennis pros, because I can't remember the girl's name. That's like who's the new and like up and coming women's tennis player that just won a couple years ago. I think she's been struggling lately.
Osaka?
Yeah. Isn't she super young?
Or she's not. Ostapenko's really young. Osaka's not that young anymore. I don't know. There's a lot of up and coming female tennis players.
Sometimes I like see the age of these people and they're like,
yeah.
I swear like one was like 16, 17 years old.
I think you're talking about Ostapenko.
Okay. Yeah. It just blows my mind. But, okay. I'll go into my question. So you are from Albuquerque.
I am.
How do you like Albuquerque?
I like it. It's really pretty. You don't really realize when you're growing up there that it's actually pretty cool. Like we have the International Balloon Fiesta, like hot air balloons and mountains.
Albuquerque. So we went to Texas. My half sister is from Texas, and we went through Albuquerque and we stopped there. And ever since I was a kid, I'm like, I'm gonna live in Albuquerque. Like I loved it. Wow. It was a really, like, whenever people ask me what's your dream place to live, now it's San Diego, but it always was Albuquerque. I don't know what it was about it. It was just like a perfect place. Have you ever been to an Isotopes game? You have?
Yeah.
Because that's what I mean. It's just minor league baseball, New Mexico State, like they got it pretty cool. Like, yeah.
It's like a perfect size. Like it's a city, but it's not like a huge city.
It's not like overwhelming. Yeah. Have you been to New Mexico State Lobos basketball game?
The University of New Mexico is Lobos in Albuquerque. New Mexico State's 3 hours away. But my dad and I would always go when I was younger.
Isn't it like, I think it's one of the top 5 loudest basketball stadiums because of how it's built. I'm pretty sure
it's called the Pit.
The Pit, yes, that's what it's called. Yeah. So then the other, since you're from Albuquerque, you're from the South, and I just thought of this question because one of my professors was talking today. Are you a Southern person that likes snow and gets like jacked, or you hate it?
Oh, I hate it.
Good.
I hate cold weather. I hate snow. It's just so inconvenient.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of snow. I woke up so angry this morning.
I know.
What do you got for us, Joe?
Also, I think you're lying about Albuquerque. I think you just watched High School Musical, and that's why you like it.
That's not a lie. You can ask anybody in my family.
I'm just kidding.
In High School Musical?
Yeah, something in...
That's where it's supposed to be?
Set? Okay.
Yeah.
Weird, I didn't know that.
Okay, so if you could pick any player to be your doubles partner, who would it be and why?
Does it have to be a girl or a guy?
Go both.
I would say Zverev, Alexander Zverev. Do you guys know him?
Is that the really tall dude with like a mustache?
Like blonde, shaggy kind of hair?
Yeah, we watched him this fall actually on TV.
Yeah. Big serve. That would be an easy doubles match. Sure. We'll just serve and win all the points.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. What about a women's?
Women's, I really like Halep. The way she plays. Simone Halep.
Pretty short, right? Is she a shorter one?
I think she's like average.
I recognize the name.
She's just really intense with the way she plays, so maybe with her.
Okay.
I like it. Okay.
Sure. Cool. Good stuff. Let's see here. What about like backhand and forehand stuff? Do you have anything that do you play the ball certainly like to a more specific side of your backhand or your forehand? Are you dominant on one side more?
Yeah, so definitely dominant on forehand.
Okay.
So like if the ball's in the middle of the court, I would like run around a little bit and do forehand. Yeah. Right. And that way there's more angles, like you can hit it more angles.
Okay.
And it's
so I know next to nothing about tennis. So is there like people either, because remember me and you got in this argument where I thought everybody always swings with like two hands? Because you told me that you're like, oh yeah, I like going, and I'm like.
From what I see at like a lot of high school levels, and I guess I haven't really watched college tennis, and a lot of pro tennis, I see a lot of two-handed backhands. I don't see, for some reason, I guess, too many one-handed backhands.
So is that a preference thing, or is there like an actual?
It's a preference thing, but one-handed backhands are kind of like the older style of playing.
Okay.
Like typically a two-handed backhand is more modern and like it's just better.
Okay.
I mean, obviously Federer can make it work, but
interesting. Makes sense.
It's more rare for one-handed.
Sure.
So what got you into tennis? Because I'm always interested in people who swim, tennis, gymnastics, stuff like that, because it's not a core sport. And probably for the most part, depends. Your friends usually aren't doing that stuff. So I'm always interested, especially when somebody is playing at a high level like you, what got you like to go that route?
Right. My dad got me into tennis because he played when he was younger a little bit, like not college or anything. And then he started playing when he was like an adult in adult leagues and stuff and coaching. So then he started coaching me and I got into it. And then he was my high school coach and stuff.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
Was tennis a club sport or an actual sport at your high school?
It was an actual sport.
It was affiliated with your high school?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Very nice.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll get off the track of tennis. I'll be the fun question guy.
Okay.
So, who is your favorite artist? 2-part. And what is your favorite guilty pleasure song?
Oh gosh, my favorite artist is Taylor Swift.
Oh,
definitely.
Swift.
What is that reaction?
No.
I'm very hardcore into Taylor Swift. So
both, like all phases of her.
I grew up with her. We grew up together.
Okay.
So definitely her. I won't take any slander.
I've seen her new stuff all over people's Instagram stories.
Right, her re-recordings.
Yeah, I haven't even listened to it.
It's pretty good.
Okay,
pretty good.
Good.
My favorite guilty pleasure song is "Up" by Cardi B.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
It's annoying, but
that song is brutal. Okay. When that comes on the radio, I'd rather sit in silence than listen to that song.
We are not Cardi B fans in this house.
No.
That's okay.
I don't listen to her really except for that.
Yeah.
That song just gets...
Sure. Absolutely.
This is not wild.
Okay. Do you play on multiple different surfaces for college? Or do you play on all the same surface?
No, it's all hardcourt.
It
usually.
Is all hardcourt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially in the United States, it's mainly all hardcourt.
Right.
Everywhere, but like occasional clay court, they're just really expensive.
Sure.
To like uptake, so it's all hardcourt.
All hardcourt. We're not going to the Wimbledon here and playing on finely cut.
Nope. I've never played on grass.
Yeah.
But
where is it that has the dirt?
Clay.
It's clay.
I don't.
Australian.
That is Australian. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Down under.
Yes.
If you could change one thing about the sport, what would it be? What's something you would like to see like different?
That is a good question. Maybe that we don't make our own line calls or like keep track of our own score.
Absolutely.
Like if you're at a really high level, like really big, like D1 schools where there's a ref on every court, like sitting in the chairs, or like pros. But at like most colleges and like high school and juniors, you make your own line calls and you call out your own score.
I know. That's something.
Cheating. so big.
That's something that
It's
I
brutal.
could not believe.
Wait, so a girl hits and you say out,
You have to call
Yeah.
it
On
on
your
your
side.
side of the court. And so
Oh my
that's what's hard.
gosh, that could get
Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of...
I'm amazed.
It gets pretty catty.
That's wow. I did not know
Yeah.
that.
No, I was
And
amazed.
tennis was big
And
at my high
sometimes
school.
you can't do anything about it. So, like,
Sure.
some coaches tell you if they're doing it to you, you have to cheat back, so they stop.
Right.
Yeah,
See, now you're
absolutely.
getting into
So-
areas. Yeah.
And then, like, you have to keep track of your own score. It's just you and her. Like, sometimes there'll be a coach watching or someone else. But, like, sometimes girls will change the score or you'll get mixed up. So,
There's no scorekeeper?
there's, like, a scorecard for games
Sure.
on the
games,
court.
yeah.
But,
Somebody
like, the
flipping
point
it?
score, the server is supposed to call out the score. But in college tennis, no one calls it out. Mainly, no one.
Wow.
Wow.
So,
Wow, that's crazy.
yeah. It's
I knew that there weren't any. Do you actually call them umpires in tennis?
Yeah,
They
or
are.
linesmen.
Yeah. I knew that there weren't any in high school. I thought that there would be in college.
Sometimes it depends, like, where you are. If it's like a tournament, there will be some walking around. Although we played one tournament in the fall, there was none the entire tournament. And yeah,
See,
but
I'm amazed by
oftentimes
that.
if there's like a dispute, they'll get like one girl from each team to stand at the net, and they have to like both agree that that person's cheating, or like coaches can stand. But
Jeez.
To think of how many points over your career you've been cheated out of.
mhm.
Right.
You know
Especially
what I mean?
important points, like deuce points, we play no ad.
You don't play advantage?
Mm-mm. That way it goes by
Wow.
faster.
What?
So like,
This
yeah,
is
I'm
crazy.
amazed
I'm
by
learning
all
all this. Yeah, this.
You don't play. Wow. That's crazy to me.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a
That's crazy.
side question with this. How are your parents during games? Are your parents screamers? Because
No.
with what you just said, my mom would get kicked out of every single.
really?
Yeah.
No, my parents aren't. My mom's really quiet, and she just sits there and doesn't say anything. But I don't know. My dad's really quiet too, and he was like my high school coach too. So like at those matches, he couldn't be screaming at the girls.
Okay.
But they're both
Wow.
relatively quiet people.
I'd have a
So
hard time
Wow.
holding my mouth.
yeah,
Goodness.
when parents get involved, it gets really rough though.
I'm sure.
Man, I play ad at my park with my buddies. That amazes me. That amazes me.
That's like, imagine that in like college baseball. Like, okay,
It's
you
not
got to
gonna-
call your own strikes.
Right.
Right.
We're not gonna play
we
the
got to
ninth.
keep. Yeah.
That'd be mayhem. Absolute mayhem.
Not integrity to it.
Okay. If you won the lottery tomorrow, what's the first thing you would buy or do?
That is a really good question. Maybe I'll go out to a nice dinner with all my family and friends first, and then
Wow.
invest
care of your own.
invest in some stocks. I definitely do that.
Very nice.
Like put some aside for future. I don't know, like what big purchases. Maybe a better car. I
I'd
don't
go
know.
straight to the casino.
Yeah, maybe go on a big trip,
don't know.
like just
I have a
nice
closet
trip.
gambling.
Brother.
Well, I keep saying closet. Everybody knows that.
We know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
It's not as bad as a lot of people. It's fine. Okay. I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
Oh.
You got
We'll go one more.
One more, Jared?
I got
Sure.
one more.
one more each.
Fire away there.
I got to
Jim
do
boy.
this for everybody.
I gotta go in.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh goodness.
Choose wisely.
You like Taylor's.
You will be judged.
I don't know. Role model. Tucker Pillsbury. He's a singer.
Okay.
I don't even know.
He's
who
not that well known, but
Okay.
Him.
Okay.
I genuinely
Or the
have no
guy-
idea who that is.
Minimal?
yeah, Minimal. I saw him in concert a few weeks ago. He's really good.
What kind of music? What kind of music do you say he does?
Um,
R&B?
like poppy R&B.
Okay. Okay.
I don't really know,
Interesting.
like
What was
how
his
to
name?
describe it. Role model.
That's his name.
That's what he goes by.
Stage
His real
name.
name's Tucker, like Pillsbury.
Let's take a look here. What are we looking like? Oh, okay.
I also like the guy from Grey's
Okay.
Anatomy. What's Derek Shepard? What's his real name?
Is Derek
Patrick Dempsey, yeah.
Patrick Dempsey, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Is that McSteamy or McDreamy?
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Two very different people.
All right. We'll end with this. What, because of the holidays, what is the best present you've ever gotten on Christmas?
Oh gosh.
That's a tough one to put on the spot.
Yeah, that is tough.
On Christmas? I know my best present I've gotten for my birthday.
Okay,
Like, if
we'll do that.
counts. My two best friends at home made me like a scrapbook of all our memories together. And it was Taylor Swift themed.
Oh,
So it was like each album was like different memories with her lyrics, like
Make
that
you
she
want
Did you have all the posters and all the?
I did have the posters in my room, yeah.
How? Okay.
Yeah.
What are Taylor Swift's followers called? Do they call it anything?
Swifties. You should know that.
Jeez.
It's a pretty well known.
Believers and Swifties.
Believers. That's what I was thinking of. Wow.
Very nice.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us. Once again, guys, make sure you tune into the other videos we got, like and subscribe to them. And Courtney, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll check you guys out next time. Peace out.